had any influence in terms of the kinds of judgments that were delivered by the judges? Do you think that they could have felt slighted that one of their own was not given, the privilege to be able to be reviewed by his peers before he was taken to court?
Well, I wouldn't know, because the judgments delivered so far, based on the evidence, I think they are unassailable on the evidence before the court. But I'm just adding that because Section 158 is very new. It's the first time a similar section or a section like that is inserted in the Constitution. It wasn't there in 1963. It wasn't there in 1979. It wasn't there in 1960. It's the first time we're having a section like Section 158, which says that in the matter of discipline of judges, the NJC shall not be subject to any control of any authority. And then it has listed areas where they can look into. So it's still unfolding. So I would not conclude that it has any effect on the minds of the judges, because they judge based on the facts. But I'm just saying that if you want to discipline a judge and you want the cooperation of the bench, it may be tidy and better. You allow them to look into it, review him, and then send him to you after they have shown him the way out.
In other words, the EFCC may have shot itself in the foot by not following that particular procedure in respect of previous cases.
Well, I will not want to conclude that far, but I always say that there is a need for collaboration among all these organs, NJC, EFCC, and DSS, and police. There should be better collaboration. There should be synergy. One arm should not be springing the surprise on the other. When you notice any wrong, any issue with a judge, which also borders on misconduct in the performance of his duties, report to the
NJC?
NJC.
In the event, because we understand that, I think there were allegations before now that some of these matters were reported to the NJC. I've yet to clarify and confirm that. But in the event that these matters are reported to the NJC, perhaps properly, and the NJC doesn't take any action, or the actions are not as quick, because you've also alluded to the fact that the NJC may take its time, doesn't mean that it's not going to act. Yeah. Are you saying then that the EFCC should just fold its arms and do nothing? I
would not dwell into speculation. That would be speculative, because NJC is headed by the highest judicial functionary in this country, that is the CJN. And then you have retired Supreme Court justices sitting down there. You have a seasoned legal practitioner. They won't just, receive a petition and then not do anything. It's not possible. That would be weird. That would be weird. They won't do that. The NJC will never do that. There is nothing you will refer that they will not examine. They will examine it.
Because there were reports that there had been some attempts to, there was some reports to the NJC, and the NJC did not quite act. Or maybe it was still taking its time to act.
That is speculation. Let them bring out an instance. I'm not a spokesperson for the NJC, but I do not think NJC will just sweep under the carpet except the allegation is frivolous or there is no substance in it. And these are judges. When they review a matter and they say there's nothing in there, and you deviantly go and pursue it in court, is the result not clear? The very people that will sit over it, they've told you that there is nothing in here. But where they have reviewed it on their own and they say, oh, there's an issue here, please, we're handing him over to you, go and deal with him, then you are sailing well.
How would you then recommend? Right now, the EFCC has said that they're going to pursue this to the Supreme Court.
That would be very good. That would be very good. Let us have a final say on the point. The Section 158 is novel. There has been no direct pronouncement to the best of my knowledge. And Justice Obaseki Adejumo, we all know her, has a very good pedigree. one of the best judges in the system. So I think, and it's unanimous, the three of them, with the PJ of the division, Justice Garba, and Justice Nimpa, it would be nice if the matter can be tested on appeal. But my recommendation, with all due respect, is that there should be better collaboration. Better collaboration. If EFCC, through whatever method, or DSS, through whatever means, has any report against a judge, they should document it in line with the NJC rules, procedurally, otherwise, send it to the system, and perhaps copy the president of the country so that the relevant authority will know that, look, we have discovered this and we have turned into the NJC. NJC will act. They won't just sit down frivolously. They will act. Because this is a very, very responsible body, to the best of my knowledge. They will act.
Well, we'll take a moment now. When we come back, we'll dig a little deeper in terms of how the fight against corruption can be strengthened. Please stay with us.